Good day, everyone. Today's topic is plant-based meat alternatives. What is the word on the street of South Africa? Today's topic is going to have five discussion points, and those discussion points are project scoping, exploratory data analysis, modeling, visualization, and the results. So let's get into the first one. The first one is project scoping. So project scoping is going to have four focal points. Um, the goals. The goals is to understand the consumers, the South African consumers, with regards to the plant-based product, and specifically the burger patties. And the second focal point is the constraints. The constraints are only four. It's the duration, the actual product, the geolocation, and the data source. And then the actions, these are the actions that the stakeholder need to perform after we have developed the product. How is the stakeholder going to use this product to actually resolve some of the problems they are having? And the last portion, obviously, is the data source. The data source, we used the online articles, news articles, and Twitter, where we only used plant-based and vegan as the search criteria. So those are the things. And then straight up data exploration, exploratory data analysis. Exploratory data analysis, we extracted 208 articles and 38 were duplicates. Therefore, we actually focused on the 170. And on that 170, the IOL news group took the lion's share since they have like multiple products within that enterprise. And and then we use Twitter. Um, Twitter from the duration that we specified, we only got 113 tweets, and those tweets they were quite neutral, most of them, and they come in a form of a question. And then we had to understand what could be the insights that we can draw from this now that we have done the analysis. So we had to model our data, and then on modeling the data, the first portion that we have done is to actually to perform a sentiment analysis where we evaluated different um, NLP methods or packages, and then we find out that the zero shot classifier is the one that had the highest F1 score. And then we actually did the topic modeling where we actually extracted the topics. So there were seven topics that we extracted, of which two were quite noise. One was irrelevant and one had a metadata noise. And then the five that we focused on were containing things like Cape Town, Kosla, vegan food diet, and Durban. And then from there on now, we had to visualize what we have found in the analysis and what we have found in the modeling. And we've realized that there's still a low level of engagement, more especially on the social media, on Twitter. Twitter is a platform that is known for its users to speak their mind, but in this instance, the users were more curious rather than actually engaging and suggesting. And then from there on now, we had to discuss what we have observed and what we actually seen on as a result. And the first point is that the negative sentiment are always associated with the punitive cost. So there's cost that is being referred to by the users or by the consumers. And there's a greater level of awareness in Cape Town and in Western Cape region than any. And and then Khosla, this is a biotech company that manufactures they manufacture plant-based cheese and all these other plant-based products. And the Beneta family, they they have made a lot of mark in the Western Cape. They write recipes, they have restaurants, they write cookbooks. They do a lot of things when it comes to plant-based meat alternatives. And the last portion now is the geolocation of the food, of the kosher food or kosher food tweets. It's always Johannesburg and Durban. And from that, I thank you for listening.